What am I? I wish I was a butterfly. I'd fly and fly until it was my time to die. It's creeping in again. I know what I really am. I'm no more pretty, purple, peaceful butterfly. Come see the blood that's in my bed. Come hear the things that nobody talks about. Shut up your mouth. Shame on you. Shame. Come grab my hands. They won't come clean. Come sit with me while I walk pressing in on me. Shut up that light. Shame on you. Shame on me.
So far on Marvel Galaxies, the children of the Blindfather have had their world turned upside down in the matter of moments. The only home they've ever known, their farm on the solitary planet of New Haven, came under attack by a strange and giant visitor from another universe, the world devourer known as Galactus. Sending a battalion of his heralds in search of someone they called the World Destroyer, the family found themselves protecting the Blindfather and their farm from these otherworldly visitors. Despite their own special abilities, they found themselves hopelessly outmatched, falling one by one to the cosmic attacks of Galactus's heralds. Emerging onto the scene, the Blindfather drew upon an internal fire, which exploded into the power of the Phoenix Force, laying waste to the heralds and reviving his family. But this victory was only momentary, as a great battle between two cosmic forces clashed in the sky above them, and the heralds were slowly reforming from the ashes. This forced the Blindfather to reveal the secrets that he had held on to for generations, that he himself was from another universe, a universe controlled by a mad god known only as Doom. And now, with the Phoenix Force loose, the only option was to thrust his family back into the universe he escaped so many years ago. With some hasty goodbyes and a myriad of questions, the family flew off into the atmosphere of New Haven, activated a Krakoan seed, and have now crash-landed on an alien planet in a universe they never knew existed. And that is where we find them now. The Blindfather's final words ringing in their ears, a plea to find his firstborn children, Nathaniel and Rachel, on the planet of Krakoa. Along with this message, tell them Scott Summers is sorry. So, you guys are still on the ship, and you have found yourselves crash-landed on this planet amidst kind of a dense forest with towering evergreen trees casting long shadows that dance in the dying light of dusk. The air here is heavy with the scent of pine and the distant sounds of woodland creatures echo through this alien landscape. Those of you that were actively involved in trying to keep the crash from being detrimental to you all are a bit kind of worn out at the moment from the expenditure of all of the energy that you had to do. Thalia, I believe you helped to guide it in using your telekinesis, and Lopes. It's going to take me at least 3 or 4 sessions to get that right. Lopes, you kind of help level some of the trees to kind of make the landing a little bit softer. But the ship itself has just thrown off bits and pieces and is pretty much in complete ruins. There's a 1/4-mile swath of trees that were felled in your wake, and small smoldering fires where bits of the vessel have broken off. And thanks to the quick thinking of Larry, Lopes, and Thalia, your injuries are minimal, just a few bumps, bruises, cuts. But the once sturdy ship now lies in disarray. As the family as a whole is kind of gathering its bearings, you kind of become aware that Uxária appears as though she might be having a seizure. Her eyes have rolled back into her head, and she is shaking, rocking back and forth in the chair that she is buckled into. And Uxária, from the moment that you made impact with the asteroid belt out there in space when you entered this universe, your mind has been on fire. Your cosmic awareness, once a source for guidance and clarity, now overwhelms you with an absolute barrage of unfamiliar frequencies and visions and the sound of an entire universe full of living beings. On New Haven, I think perhaps when you were a child, you might have experienced something like this from time to time, but you learned to kind of control it. You could feel the people of New Haven pretty much at all times, but you were able to keep that silent when you needed to, and that was most of the time. You were able to kind of push it aside. It was there. You knew it was there, but you could handle it. Here, there are billions and billions and billions of minds all going at the same time, and it is invading your psyche. So I'm going to have you roll a psyche feat for me, please.
Right.
Got a green. Okay. With the green, you're able to, and you're still in the process right now, and this like seizure has been happening since you came into the atmosphere, essentially. But as you are kind of trying to push all of this stuff out and kind of sort through all of this information that's coming at you, you find yourself suddenly just engulfed in a swirling abyss of darkness. And everything goes quiet for just a moment. But then from the darkness emerges a rift, and it's a tear in the fabric of existence, not unlike the one that you experienced when Galactus tore a hole in the sky above New Haven. Through this rift, though, there's a blinding light that spills out and just pierces the shadows. And from this tear, a symphony of creation unfolds. Huge masses of earth and rock, water and fire erupt from the rift, and coalescing to form a newborn planet, a patchwork realm created from the remnants of distant worlds. On the surface, a myriad of alien races emerge, their forms as diverse as the stars that are forming around it themselves. And they wander this infant world, forging bonds and alliances amidst the chaos of its birth. And you see time kind of fast forward a little bit, and a colorful band of individuals, different and more powerful than the original natives, appear on the planet, just suddenly. Among them, a figure cloaked in emerald hues emerges, a green-hooded, armored enigma whose presence heralds both awe and trepidation. With a gesture, he challenges the brilliance of the cosmic tear, seeking to take its power for his own ends. In response, the vibrant figures of the cosmic guardians rally, their colorful uniforms a stark contrast to the encroaching darkness. And so, a cataclysmic clash begins, a cosmic ballet of light and shadow, as the forces of creation and destruction collide in a spectacle of warfare. But amidst the chaos, this green-hooded figure prevails, his grasp upon the radiant essence in the sky tightening with each passing moment. And then in a final, desperate stand, the colorful guardians unleash their collective might, channeling the last remnants of their power in a blazing conflagration that engulfs the world in flames. The planet, born of all of these fragments, shatters under the onslaught and is consumed by the fiery cosmic forces. And then, once again, there's only silence and darkness. In the timeless expanse that follows, a solitary single spark amidst the void, a single flame, minuscule yet impossibly radiant. Beside it floats a figure, and its form is kind of obscured by the brilliance of the flame. Is it a man? Is it a rock? The distinction is kind of lost amidst the radiance of this flame. And before you can discern what this figure is, the flame erupts into a supernova of cosmic splendor. The figure explodes. The rocky figure explodes a millisecond after the eruption, scattering all of these rocky shards across the vast expanse of darkness. Each shard ignites in a burst of incandescent brilliance, giving birth to the stars and planets that adorn the tapestry of this universe. At the heart of this new cosmos, the green-hooded figure reemerges, his presence a looming shadow amidst the newfound light. With a gesture, he gathers the scattered fragments of the shattered world, piecing them together with cosmic precision, creating a new planet and inhabitants in his own image. This universe, the one that you now find yourself in, born from chaos and reborn in the crucible of creation, is his domain. A realm where his will reigns supreme, and all who dwell within shall serve his inscrutable purpose. So, family, that all happened in that process of you guys crash landing on the planet. You now see Uxária kind of beginning to kind of come out of this seizure. And you are now alone. The family is alone here on this planet with Uxária coming out of this vision. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I don't think we can really camp out here for very long. We should, are there any kind of supplies on the ship? Any, like emergency space rations?
Yeah, you've probably got some rations on there, stuff that would have been like in packages and cans and stuff like that would have stood the test of time. It would be enough for maybe a couple of days.
I mean, is where we're at defensible at this point, or is it just gone?
The ship itself, I mean, you have basically, and I pulled up the map for you here so you can kind of see. You have the husk of the ship, essentially, that if you wanted to, you could potentially make shelter out of for the time being. The fires that are off in the woods are a potential hazard, but more than likely they will probably die out from the look of it. It doesn't look like it's really lit, up in the upper areas of the trees where it's going to cause like a big forest fire.
What time of day does it appear to be?
It is on the verge of dusk. So the sun is just now going down behind the well, these trees are very tall, but it is going down beyond the horizon.
I think we should probably just kind of set up shop here, at least for the night. Maybe gather some of that fire in an organized way and have a campfire and cook and eat and recover and, wait to venture out until it's daytime at least, is my vote.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Do I have enough juice left to do some cosmic awareness to sense whether we're in immediate danger? Because my instinct would be to let you guys know that this fire is probably going to alert anyone nearby to our presence.
Mm-hmm. You can certainly make a cosmic awareness roll, and I think.
And I've got environmental awareness as well.
Yes, yeah. So between the two of you, if you guys want to make those rolls. Lope's got a white. Uxária got a green. Uxária, with your green, it's really difficult to focus. That just the noise of everything. Now that you've come out of the vision, the noise has kind of come back. But with your training and so forth, you're able to kind of push it aside. But it is there, it is present, and it is distracting. You get a feeling through all of that, and it's hard for you to tell whether or not it's just your mind playing tricks on you, or something else, but you just feel as though you're being watched.
Is there would it be possible to get up in the trees and just take a look around, get a higher viewpoint?
Sure.
I would like to do that if I could.
Yeah.
I've got enhanced vision.
He wants to jump up a tree.
Jace wants to jump up a tree.
Yeah, I'll start
practice his parkour.
Getting the fire started and getting some of the supplies out and getting some kind of dinner together.
So, Clag, you've got parkour. So,
I
if you want
do.
to make a roll on that, um, and
Is that
Jace, same thing.
acrobatics?
Yep. Hmm. Ew.
Oh man.
Clag does pretty well. Dad shows you up, just like Blindfather did.
Man.
And he scales one of the trees and kind of gets up towards the top. Now, in doing that flag, you really get a better view of the horizon. And I mean, these trees are like super tall. So, I mean, you're up probably about 50 feet.
Okay.
And kind of hanging off like one of them and just kind of surveying the land around you. And it's pretty much trees as far as your eye can see. There do seem to be some mountains off in the distance, but you really get a good look now about where you came from space. And if you'll recall, that asteroid belt that you guys crashed into it seemed like it was forming like a ring around this planet. You can clearly see that ring now. And it's really kind of almost like a partial ring where it hasn't completely formed around the planet. And these little bits and pieces from the asteroid belt are very slowly just kind of joining in, you know. Um, the uh, sun is going down just past the horizon, and it's kind of casting this kind of orange glow over the trees, and the sky is kind of turning kind of a deep purple, and it's beautiful. And you can see the sun bouncing off of all of the rocks that are making up the ring up there. And I mean, you've never seen anything like this. It's breathtaking. Um, but getting a real lay of the land here, at least from up here, is going to be really difficult. It's an extremely dense forest, and with the sun kind of coming down, it's hard to see much past it for sure. Um, so that's about all I can give you at this point.
So when I see my dad head up the tree and I see everyone busying themselves doing stuff, I'm gonna fuck off and go exploring. I'm gonna
Uh,
sneak away and explore.
All right, and I said it was your dad, Jace. It's your uncle. Sorry, I'm getting family
Okay. I
members
was like, he's my
mixed up
dad.
there.
Who's my dad?
Who's my
Maury
dad?
Povich.
Maury Povich here.
Was New Haven like the Appalachia of space?
Yeah, probably.
Jeez.
No offense to anyone in Appalachia. We love it.
All right, so Lopes, you're trying to gather up, some firewood and so forth, and trying to start a little campfire, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to do that within the ship or by the ship?
Outside of the ship, I would say.
Okay. Do you want to kind of put your token where you want to try to
Yeah, I was
set
just
that up?
probably like over here.
Gotcha. Kind of where this little fire is right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. And then Thalia, you said you were going to kind of wander off a bit. Oh, you're muted.
I'm sneaking away. Yes.
Okay. And when you say sneaking away, I'm assuming you're trying to be stealthy and not let anybody see you, correct?
I'm sure they'll be mad at me if I do this.
So go ahead and make a agility feat, and if you have stealth or anything of the sort, you can add that onto it.
I have tracking. I don't see stealth though.
Yeah. Okay. So just a straight agility.
Damn.
Yeah, all right.
I forget we need to call it karma, guys. Caught immediately.
Griffin, you actually, I'm going to have you and Larry and Uxária make a intuition roll, please. All right, Larry got a green, Uxária got a green as well, Griffin got a white. So, Uxária, you, through this massive headache that you've developed, you do spot uh, um, Thalia kind of sneaking out of the ship and kind of heading out into the woods. If there is anything that you want to do about that, I'll leave that up to you.
Well, I'll call out to her. Talia, where are you going? What are you doing?
I'm hiding behind a log like she didn't see me.
I see you. I see you there behind the log. Girl, stay close. There are eyes on us.
What do you mean by that?
I can't explain. Don't you feel it?
There are no eyes on us. Look, there's nothing around. Everything's fine. I don't see anybody. We're the only ones here.
Do I feel anything? Probably not.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we're being observed. Stay close or stay alert. Don't go running off, girl.
Fine.
Lopes, you've succeeded in gathering some wood and starting a fire. And once you get that done, what do you want to do?
Every once in a while, I try to do an extended environmental awareness feat just to see if I can detect, any life other than wildlife or, a settlement of some kind or intelligent life or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So can I just roll that every once in a while, or
you've got a range of 1 mile on that, right?
without a feat? Yeah.
Okay.
I think a green feet is 2 miles, yellow is 3, and a red is 6.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make another roll. That's fine.
Okay. I'll call karma for this one.
Okay. And do you want to bump it up to a red?
I'll bump that up to a red.
Okay, so that is on the remarkable column, right? So that you need an 86 to get it to a red, so spending 10 will get you there. Okay, cool. All right, so actually with the red, that actually sends you out about 3 miles. No, 6 miles with that. So you are aware of life within the forest for sure. A lot of what you would assume to be wild beasts, just by the sound of the movement and so forth that you're hearing. And you guys can hear, birds up in the trees and so forth, a little flutter here and there. So the forest is certainly alive with life. But there is also now something else now that you've really honed in on the woods around you. There is what seems to be deliberate movement. Slow, but quiet, that is moving into your location from 2 sides. And you can feel movement. And if I don't know how close you are on the map, but if you want to scan out just a little bit so you can kind of see where I'm pinging, you feel some movement in this general area out in here,
Mm-hmm.
and then more movement that's kind of coming in from the opposite side over in here.
Gotcha.
And whatever it is has some definite weight to it.
Like physical or emotional?
Physical.
Okay. Can I use my empathy and attempt an empathy feat to just kind of give that like general announcement of be on guard?
Mm-hmm. Well, hold on. Yes, you can. Yeah. hmm
Okay. I will roll that and I'll call karma on that too. I'll try to bump that up to a yellow.
hmm All right, so 37 on the incredible. You got to get that to a 56. Oh, and I will say, just for everyone, if you want to make a note on your character sheets, you do get 100 karma for last session. So you can add 100 to your karma. Again,
Even
look,
below me?
even little old you. Looking at your sheet, there's two numbers for karma, left and right. Your left is the stuff that you can actively spend during an adventure. The one on the right is your advancement fund karma, and once you put it in there, it's locked, and you can only use it to advance the character. And you can split that up however you want. You can put all 100 in either one of them, or if you want to split it up 25 and 75, 50-50, whatever the case may be. So with that, you all now do get the feeling that you kind of the shared feeling now that Uxária was saying that she feels like you're being watched, that now kind of bleeds over to the rest of the family. There's an unease now that is being sent to you by Lopes.
Do we know that it's being sent to us? Or is it just a feeling?
You've had that feeling before. He's kind of your like internal alarm. So yeah, you know where it's coming from.
Okay.
And I, without saying anything beyond that, I'll try to get, my family to look at me just so I can kind of point to where to keep your eyes open.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just put myself in a place where if something were to come out at us, it hit, at least from one side of it, as I'm seeing the direction, that it would hit me before it hits anybody else from that side.
All right. So put yourself where you want to be. And anybody else that wants to maneuver and put yourselves into positions, go ahead and take a moment to do that. And then if you are actively kind of looking or listening or searching the forest, then you can make an intuition roll, please. All right, so I'm seeing a yellow, a green, a white, a green, and a green. So a lot of successes. Those of you that are on this side of the ship, you do now sense some movement that is kind of closing in on that side. The three of you on the opposite side, Jace, Lopes, and Griffin, you give me 1 second here. I want to check something. Griffin, you got a yellow. Okay, so Lopes and Jace, the two of you guys feel and hear movement, very, very slight movement coming from this direction over in here. Do you see where I'm pinging?
Yeah.
So roughly in that area. Griffin, you feel that as well, but you also feel something much closer, right up in here.
I try to make eye contact with Jace. Give him just pointing exactly in that direction.
The one really close to us? That one?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I forget how does weapons work in this game? Like if I grab a rock and use it, does it enhance my damage or no? Like
Um, it depends on the material strength of the particular item. Generally, you can only do your strength worth of damage with something that is equal to or greater than your strength. In some occasions, depending on the weapon or the item, sometimes it can give you a +1 column shift boost. Um, Larry went inside the ship when all that was going on, and you see Larry kind of just slip out of the side of the ship next to you, Jace, and you see a couple of little butterflies just kind of fly out from behind him as he comes out. Now, you've seen this happen before. A lot of times when he's creating something, you'll see these little butterflies that just appear, and then they fly off and they go away. And he is carrying what seems to be one of the plasma cannons that was attached to the ship. And he hands it over to you and puts it in your hands.
Ooh.
And he says, Jace, careful, hair trigger. So this
Thanks.
cannon will do 50 points of damage. You'll be rolling on agility anytime that you want to actually shoot with it. Okay. And then Larry ducks back inside for a moment. All right. So right now, nothing is happening. And now that you guys have kind of taken positions, the movement that you heard stops.
Can I project my plasma doppelganger near where I sense that, where I sense, off to the left there?
Uh-huh.
Can I attempt to just project him there and kind of let him rely on his little bit of self-awareness to just see what happens?
And I think the way that we set that up is you basically fire a shot with your eye plasma bolt, and then he appears where you're aiming.
Got it.
So show me where you want him to appear.
Okay. See, I'll move myself there and then I'll move myself back.
Well, you can ping. If you just point at the area that you want and then click and hold, it will send me a ping and show me right where you need to, where you want to go. Okay, got it.
And so just roll for the plasma.
I don't know necessarily that you really even need to do that. Let me just double check. Nope, you can just activate that, and as long as it's within your sight range, then you should be able to do that, no problem.
Okay.
All right, so you shoot him in about right there. Now you kind of have a little bit of a shared, mental capacity with him.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily see through his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But what you do get from him is he has certainly spotted something. And that something now has spotted him. And it is leaping now in his direction.
Can I have him fire, or will he just do that?
Yeah, we can basically kind of do this all at once. Whatever mine is, got a green.
What if it's an innocent little alien baby? Yeah.
Then it shouldn't be sneaking around.
And then can you click on Zapole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, because on a little character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
So that I would roll under negative plasma generation.
Yes.
Right.
Oof.
So,
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that one missed. Uh, now, with him, he is essentially solid, correct?
he's made of plasma.
Plasma. Yeah, he's all plasma.
Yeah, it's an energy doppelganger.
Resist heat, light, flame, vibration, and sonics. Resist plasma. So I think physically he still can be affected.
Yeah, that would be fair.
And I can't tell you what it is that he sees, but you know now that he has been grappled.
Something going on.
Yeah. And he takes 30 points of damage. And just so you know, Mike, your microphone's going out on you again.
All right, I will do my best.
All right. So at this point, I would say we should probably roll some initiative. So if you go again up to the cards that are up above on top of the screen, little spinny dice in front, you can click on that and then roll your initiative. So we're going to go to the top of initiative. I'm going to get this party started. And it looks like Griffin actually has top initiative. Now, right now, you maybe heard that movement off in the woods, off to your left, but up above you where you heard the noises before, still silence up in there, but you know something's there.
And you're saying over
Yeah,
there, is
up
what
in
you're
this
saying?
area. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I also know that there's some stuff probably over here.
You heard movement just now. Yeah.
I'm going to trust, and I want to move in this direction.
And you can see the glow of the plasma doppelganger off in the woods there. So you know it's in that area. So right about in here. And you've got the range to get to him for sure.
Then that's exactly what I would do, is I would move in that direction with the intention of getting pretty close by.
Okay. So when you get in, you see a large, giant, like 7-foot tall, green, hulking figure in the woods with kind of long, dark hair. He's got kind of like brown furs kind of draped around him, but mostly you see the green flesh. And he's huge and muscular. And he is attempting to try to grapple this energy being. And he's kind of getting burned a little bit by it. But you hear him go, just growling as he's trying to grapple the doppelganger.
Okay. Can I assume that I've got my flail spear with me?
Uh-huh.
All right, cool. I mean, this guy does not look like the friendliest of individuals. Look, I don't mean to be like a shoot first, ask questions later kind of individual, but I'm kind of thinking I might just want to like take a big swing at this individual if I've got the opportunity to.
All right. And you're going to physically hit him with it, not actually send something in his direction, right?
Correct.
Okay. So on your equipment, you're going to do the monstrous to hit.
Mm-hmm. I'll call karma on this one.
All right, got a yellow, and to get you up to a red, you'd probably just have to spend 10. 86 would get you that. So yeah, spend your 10. That'll get you up to your red.
Okay.
He just has furs on. I'm sure it hurt him real easy.
And how much damage does that do?
Amazing damage.
Okay, so 50. All right, so you kind of snuck up on him because he kind of had his back a little bit to you grappling the pole. And you hit him in the back, and he lets go of the doppelganger and turns around and just towers over you. But you did some pretty decent damage to him for sure. And you have an extra action.
Dude, second verse same as the first. Yeah, I'll just do the exact same thing.
Okay.
Oh my god, I don't know if I should have called it right. Nothing good.
It's been a while. I'll give you that one. You can call your karma if you want to.
I call karma.
Call karma. So you're looking for a 21 to hit.
Okay. So am I spending the 19 to get up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that does another 50 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay. And he's got a -2. That one misses. So you take a swipe at him with that one, and he just kind of sidesteps a little bit, just barely missing. So Thalia, it now comes to you.
Okay. Do we know where they are? Do we sense where they are? Did we get that, or just know that they were something was
general sense of direction, but not specifically where they are? No.
Okay, I would like to use my radar sense
Mm-hmm.
to find exactly if there's something, like find out exactly where it is.
Gotcha.
And I just roll on that. I just click
Uh-huh.
on
Yep.
macro. I'm calling it karma.
All right. Yep. And I mean, you can spend 10, just burn the 10. You don't need anything more than that because you certainly sense them.
Okay.
And you sense 3 figures off in the woods just in front of you here. I'll pull them up so you can actually see them now.
Okay.
And for those of you that haven't done this before, I've got the new feature in here where you can put your cursor over top of each of them and it will show you a picture. So you see 3 individuals, all male, also dressed in these furs. They're not as big as that first one that Griffin is entangled with right now, but they are tall and they're lanky and they are muscular, but they're skinny.
And they're all green also?
And they're all green as well. And each of these guys have some sort of weapon in their hands, either like a long knife or a spear.
Okay, I'm gonna aim for the one in front of me,
Okay.
or nearest to me.
Mm-hmm.
And did you say that if I'm pulling an arrow,
Mm-hmm.
that when I ignite it, that doesn't count as the action if I'm holding it like that or something?
Yeah, as long as you're in contact with it, you can ignite without an action.
Okay. But otherwise, when would that be an action? Just so I know, I can't remember.
And I gotta look at your ability
We can do
with
that later.
pyrokinesis. Yeah. Any inanimate object that you touch. So right now, you can only ignite stuff that you touch. Okay. So as long as you're touching something, you can ignite it. I think that if it were a physical attack, you still have to make the attack. But then once you touch with that, then you can light something on fire.
Okay.
Okay.
But in this instance, I can draw the bow and ignite the end and then shoot it and have that be the action, right?
Yeah. And then you would probably be using your telekinesis to actually do the shot.
To do the shot.
Because that's better than just your basic without.
I'll get this at the last episode. I'm very sorry. It'll get in there sometime. Okay, I'm gonna yell karma real loud so everyone can hear it.
All right, 41 on green. So to get it up to the yellow, I think you're rolling on the wrong thing.
Am I?
Yeah, you should be rolling. If you look at bow and arrows down there, it should be on amazing because you get a +1 column shift.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, but that's okay. We'll still use the roll at 41. That is still a green, but you just need to get it up to a 56 to get it to a yellow. And you said the one closest to you, correct? So this one over here?
Yes.
And so he's got an evade, so you're going to hit. And that does how much damage? With your spark is a total of 36.
Yeah. Damage with spark 36.
Okay.
Oh, it says incredible damage with TK telekinesis, right? Total of 46 points.
Oh, 46. Okay. Got it.
Is that right?
Yep.
So it bumps it up a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So he was kind of crouched down and he was like slowly pulling a spear up as though he was going to throw it. And then you hit him in his bicep, and his arm kind of catches on fire when you do that. Now you have a second action that you can take. Your radar sense is also automatic. That's not an action.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna draw again. Well, can I move a little closer?
Don't be shy.
I'm gonna move a little closer to him.
I saw that, Tony. Don't judge me.
Now it's going to be stuck in my head.
Okay, so I'm gonna draw another one. How many bows do I? How many?
That's something we probably do need to start keeping track of for sure. I would say you have two dozen. Okay. So you've shot one at this point. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to make a note of that.
All right. I will draw again. Ignite it. And aim for him. And this time I am rolling on bow and arrow.
On the amazing column.
On the amazing column.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see that. Karma.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep, spend your chin.
Karma. Dang it.
And he's going to roll endurance. Got a white. So he is out and potentially dying.
He wasn't friendly.
All right, so that's all of your actions, I believe, right?
Yes.
All right, Lopes.
I will, like that. The scuffle off to my left with Griffin is I can see where that's happening, right?
Yeah.
And just a question: do any actions that I have Z-pole do those count as one of my actions?
No. Nope. Those are completely separate.
And then, since he doesn't roll initiative,
he goes on your turn.
Okay. I think since Griffin distracted the big green guy from trying to grapple Z-pole, like, did he turn his back to him or?
Yes.
I'll have him pull this up real quick. Strike him with his negative plasma, or actually, hold on. Yeah, with that the Posa blade,
Mm-hmm.
that he has, just to kind of slash him across the back.
Okay.
There's not a roll associated with the pause blade. Should it just be a fighting?
Oh yeah, there's not. So that would be fighting. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and that's a green. So that will do damage as well. And his plasma is incredible. So it'll do incredible damage. So another 40. And that took a good chunk out of him. Lit his back and the fur on his back on fire.
Mm-hmm. And then for my action, and I don't know if I need to do an action for this. Can I do just another environmental awareness feat just so that I keep a really close tab on, like, the battlefield?
Mm-hmm, sure.
Is that something I can use a turn for a feat?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll call karma on that.
Okay.
So get that up to a yellow.
You now become aware of those figures that are closer to you.
Okay.
And there's another one just past Griffin and Zapole.
All right. And I'm aware of those two kind of just north of me now.
Yep. And there's even another one a little further off in the woods past Zapole and Griffin as well.
Ah, okay. Then I'll turn my attention to the one closest to me now, Jin, and kind of rush toward, move toward and attack with the with my blade.
All right.
Just attacking slash with the null blade.
And this is a female version. She's wearing what looks to be like bone armor with a little skull thing kind of at the belt level and leathers. And she has kind of long flowing red hair.
Okay. I'm still going to do it. Oh my God.
Ugh.
And I'll miss.
Okay.
I was distracted by the belt.
All right. You've got one more action.
I'm going to try a backswing, and I'll call karma this time.
All right. Yellow. And you got to get that to a 86. So 10 points will get you there.
I'll do that.
All right. And she is doing an evade, which takes it down to a yellow, but you still hit. So you're still going to do damage. So how much damage does that do?
Amazing.
All right. All right, so you hit her and cut her like right across the belly, and it just immediately opens up a wound and sears it with the plasma, and she just lets out this incredibly loud howl when you do so. And I think that was your last action, right?
Yeah, I get 3, and so Z-Pole had 1, I missed, and then I hit.
Okay. All right, so the one that is way off in the woods is now going to rush in and attempt to slice Zapole. She has a sword, and she's another green figure, long black hair, also wearing kind of that bone armor as well. And she does 30 points of damage to Zapole. And from her, we go to the guy that's up close to Lopes, just past the female, and he is going to rush in and throw a shoulder at you to try to get you off of his sister, lover, who knows.
Kissing cousin.
Insert more Appalachia jokes here.
65 to hit. And you are dodging or evading?
I am evading.
Evading. So that's a -4 column shift on that. So that is on the incredible 65. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it takes it down to a green. So it still hits, and you would take remarkable damage with that.
So that's 30.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Uxária.
I would like to use cosmic awareness
Mm-hmm.
to kind of have a wish list. I want to make sure that I feel it's right that we're fighting them, that they really do have malintent toward us.
Uh-huh.
I want to know their weak points. I want to know who's their leader. I want to know what the reaction was when they heard that woman that was sliced open scream.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Go ahead and make a roll.
With karma.
Ooh, good thing you called karma. So 34 on the remarkable column. You got to get it. Yeah, just spend your 10. That'll get it up to green. All right. So you asked several questions there. What is the most important question out of all of those? And I'll answer that truthfully.
What are their weak points?
Okay. Chinks in the armor for sure. You feel like they would have a thick hide, but it seems as though the damage that they have been taking, they've been taking full damage from the blows that have been given to them thus far. So aim for the flesh. And the cosmic awareness is not an action, so you still have a physical action that you can do.
Okay. Am I able to see any of the combatants?
Yeah, you can certainly see the one that Thalia hit. You're aware that there are 2 more in the woods here, but they're going to be a little bit more difficult to hit because they're still concealed.
Okay. I'll send out a Viberang.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and actually, the one that she hit is down.
Okay.
So, if you want to send out a Viberang, you could certainly do it to either one of these 2, but because of their concealment, you're going to be at a -2 column shift to hit.
I can take off one of those negative column shifts because I've got the cosmic awareness in combat to sense their weakness.
There you go. Yeah.
So just a -1.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean I should not be clicking the amazing on Viberang, but something else?
You'd want to click on the incredible column. So if you use the macros at the bottom of the screen down there, it just subtracts 1. Ew. Didn't call karma. All right.
So does that mean I have to go crawling into the woods to find it? 'Cause it didn't come back?
Well, it automatically comes back. So yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So that was miss. All right. That was your action. So now we're going to go to McGee. That was the one you actually just threw that at. So he's going to return the favor, and he comes around the side of the tree with a spear, and he launches the spear in your direction. And he misses. Got a 22 to hit, so he missed. Jace, he comes to you. I'm sorry, I thought that was... Oh, it is. Yeah, it is Jace. Okay.
Yep. Do I see who Lux is fighting at this point?
Yeah, you can kind of... Yeah, especially the big guy. You can certainly see him.
Okay. Lops is my grandfather, right? Did I get this right or no?
He is your
Griffin's
grandfather, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and it's Lopes, by the way.
I know. It's the thing in our family. Do I have a nickname for you, Lopes?
Yeah.
Granddaddy? Grandpapa?
Sure. Yeah.
Grandpapa? Grandpoo-poo. Yeah, I named you as
You can call it whatever you want.
No, stay away from my grandpoo-poo. I'm a fire at the
Light him up, boy.
I fired the big guy. So you said it's my agility? Right? For firing?
Yes, for fighting,
Yeah.
for firing. Yes,
Oh, and
yeah.
karma. I'll say karma.
Okay.
Yes. So I probably need it. Well, I agree. So
All right, and getting it up to the yellow if you want to take it there on the.
how much
good,
would that be?
That would take you to 46. Wait, no, sorry. To yellow is 76.
I have to spin to get to 76?
Yeah.
So,
Now,
25?
if you don't want to take it to yellow, you don't have to. But you got to spend at least 10.
Oh, it's just 10? That's it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I'll spend 10.
Okay. So that gets you to 61. And he has nothing on a dodge, so you hit, and that does 50 points of damage, right?
I think so. That's what Larry told me.
That's what Larry said. All right. Okay. So you hit him in the back, and he growls at you, and kind of turns his attention in your direction. Now we go to Jin.
I get 2 actions.
Oh, you
though.
do. You do. That's right. Yeah.
I might. There's no stun button on this thing, right? Larry, it's just one setting.
It is one setting. Yeah.
Okay. I think. I'm just like, wow, I was lucky I got hit. Hit him. I think can I use my acrobatics parkour to get up on top of the ship so I can get a better aim from there and viewpoint
Yep.
for everything?
Mm-hmm. Now, if you do get a yellow with that, there is a potential stun that would come along with that energy weapon. So if you got a yellow with it, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get up on top of the ship just so I can shoot from there, and I get a little bit of space between me and him to shoot. So, is that cool? Do I need to roll anything, or just move up there?
I would say you probably need to roll. Yeah.
Okay, I'll roll my acrobatics then. Yeah.
Ugh, all right. And you tumble back down to the ground, and that would be your second action.
All right, cool.
All right, so oops, that went too far. So we go to Jin, who's fighting Lopes. She's got a rather interesting sword blade that, again, looks like it's kind of made out of some sort of bone or stone. And she takes a swipe at Lopes with that. And got a white and missed. Yay. And then we go to Simpson, who is fighting with Griffin. You and Zapol have done some major damage to him, and he takes his hands up above his head and he smashes down into the ground right in between the two of you guys. Got a 43 to hit. And are you evading?
I didn't roll very well.
Oh, yeah, you didn't. Okay, so you're going to take 20 points of damage. And Zapol takes 20 as well.
Can I like philosophical question here, but like strategic, like logistical question here. Iron Will.
Yep.
Is that something that I can just use in response to taking? Like I can use that in response to taking damage. Okay. Do I need to roll in order for that to?
I do not believe so.
Okay. In that case, I will take the iron. I will use the iron will.
All right, so you temporarily absorb it before it can before it can really affect you. So just kind of off to the side or on a piece of paper, just kind of keep track of the damage that
Yep.
you're taking with the iron will.
Mhm.
Any damage that exceeds incredible will affect you in its normal manner.
And so, incredible would be how much? 40.
You would be able to soak 40. He does 20, so you'll absorb 20.
Yep.
And then when the battle kind of subsides, that's when the damage begins to affect you.
And then I would just go into my self healing.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. And now we go to Clag.
First off, I'd like to shout, why does nobody in this fucking family to ever try and talk first? And then, basically, I don't want to attack at this point. I'd just kind of like to move over so I'm closer to, like, here-ish. So I can kind of protecting my daughter and, you know, I have no desire to jump in and attack at this point.
Gotcha.
Most of my power is sort of reflective.
So this would be, when you do that, you just say, I'm going to hold my action.
Yep.
And then at any point between now and the end of this round, if you want to enact an action, you say, I'm going to enact an action now.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds great.
All right, so Larry is next. Larry steps out, and he's got a couple more butterflies that kind of fly out from behind him. And he has two long pieces of metal that it looks like he pulled off of the ship. And he comes out just whirling them around him like the guy in Indiana Jones. And he heads over towards Lopes and makes an attack on the female character there. Let's see. Got a 71 to hit, which does excellent damage. And does he have a second action? He does. All right, he's going to take another swipe and misses with the second. And we go now to, he's dying. I better put a little mark on him. And his brother Talbot off this way, seeing that one of his brothers is down. He sees Thalia, and Clag has now kind of gotten in the way, so he is kind of rushing in towards Thalia and is going to attempt to hit Clag on the way. And he got a 68, which is a yellow. And that... are you evading or dodging? You're dodging, right?
I was dodging, yeah.
Okay. All right, so you're going to take 40 points of damage.
I would like, can I use my energy sponge on this hit?
Yep, absolutely.
And I would like to call karma on it. Woof.
And I don't know that you need to roll for that. Yeah.
Power base. Equal to his power rank number.
Mm-hmm. So you would soak 30
Okay.
of that and just take 10.
Okay. That works. Well, I mean, while we're here, I might as well try and send it back at him.
Okay. So that's your reflection.
Okay, no. But the sponge That's my sponge.
Yes, yeah. So then you would not, if you're going to do the reflection, as long as you make the roll, then you would soak the extra 10 out of that. So you would end up sending 30 points potentially back at him.
Okay. So what am I rolling on my reflection?
Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to call karma on this one so I didn't have to use it last time. Jeez.
On the remarkable column, you got to get a 36. So spend 26 to get you up there.
All right.
Okay, so in this case, then, you're sending 30 points back at him, and then your absorption, your energy sponge, would soak 10. Does that make sense?
Yep.
He does 40 total, 30 gets sent back at him, and then you soak up 10.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
But your green feet sends the attack off in a random direction. So
Oops.
I would say there would be a 25% chance that you might hit him with it. So if you want to roll, just go ahead and click on the reflection again, and we'll see what you get. And if it's 25 or below, then you hit him. 83. All right. So he's here. So if that's 25, that would be 50. That would be... Okay, random direction. It sends basically like a concussive wave, because this is a physical attack. So you're talking like kinetics here. Sends a concussive wave off in this direction, just narrowly missing Thalia. But it does not hit her, but you see kind of the leaves and the bushes in that area just kind of blow back just a little bit.
I'm guessing I would have pulled my weapon by this point.
Okay.
So I would like to try and grapple with the you know what I mean.
The Manriki Gusari.
The Manriki Gusari. I can't say it, but I can use it. So, what am I rolling on?
I think that should have its own thing under the Manriki Gusari.
Yeah, I think it does. Grappling strength.
What's that weapon look like?
It's chains that have like little metal hooks on the end. And actually, I think what you would do is you're going to roll fighting on that. And do you have a weapon specialist with that? You don't. Okay, so just basic fighting.
Okay, and I missed.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right, and that's your last action. We go to Rick up in the woods near Lopes and Griffin. I guess he's going to just kind of enter that fray and come into here. And he's going to take his big pointy stick and swipe at the energy being that's in front of him. Got a green to hit, which does 30 points of damage to Zapole. And that takes us back to the top of the next round, so it goes to Griffin.
Alrighty. Well, I've got this big giant dude who's trying to do some damage, and seems like he's feeling a little hurt. Might just go for another swipe at this dude and roll karma on this swing. I'll take the big flail spear, hit him with the big heavy thing.
All right.
And I'll call karma on that.
Yeah, boy, you guys are rolling terrible.
I don't know what you're talking about. I rolled a 13. I have it on God Authority as a very high. It's a very, very strong roll.
All right, you got to get it to a 21, so spend your 10 to get it up to the green.
Okay.
And he's a -2 column shift on evade, so that misses.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do it again, and this time not roll a white.
Ah, you did not roll a white. Spend your 10 still.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yep.
Yeah, still spend my 10. All right, cool.
And that's a definite hit. He's going to roll endurance, got a green, but that certainly takes him out. So he is unconscious. All right, so big boy's down. And then you had 2 actions, so that is it for you.
Whiff hit.
Thalia.
I'm going to shoot sort of off to the side in front of Uxária and control the arrow to come around so I don't hit my dad. I
Okay.
hope. And then aim for, what's his name?
Tilbit.
Tilbit. Okay. So I'm going to roll that on kinetic. Do I roll that on kinetic control?
You're
Or do I
shooting the
roll that
arrow,
on-
right?
Yes.
Yep, so on the amazing column again
On
with
the
the
amazing
telekinesis. Uh-huh.
Karma.
All right. To get that up to a yellow is a 56, so spend your 10, you're yellow.
Okay.
And he is not going to dodge, so he's going to take the full damage, which is what, 46?
46. Well, it doesn't say with the. It says TK, but not kinetic. It doesn't give me a different.
All right, let me look here.
Sorry if I can't read it properly. I apologize.
It's essentially the same.
It's like a okay.
Yeah.
It's like a kinetic boost.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. All right.
All right, so 46.
46.
All right, so you hit him in his left flank. Wow, Clag, Clag, you don't have him grappled, right? Okay. All right, Thalia, I think you have another action.
I do. Did that do anything to him? Did you just take it?
Well, he took it. It hurt him.
I think I'll try the other way around. I'll go around the other direction, do the same exact move, I guess.
Gotcha. Okay.
Clever and really interesting, I know. Amazing. And I should have said karma.
Ah, all right. Yeah, so that one loops around and goes wide. So you miss with that one.
Yep.
Thank God.
Lopes.
I'll start with Z-Pole. He's taken some damage, so I think he's going to use his true flight and just kind of like pull himself up above the fray.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's an interesting thing. Any of you that can fly, if you right-click on your token, it'll pull up kind of some other little like logos and stuff. In the upper left-hand corner, you'll see a 0. If you click on that and then drag, you can highlight it, and then you can say, I'm going to fly 20 feet up in the air, and you change that to 20, and it'll tell us that he is in flight above everybody else. And you can go more than 20 feet. I just was throwing 20 out there. Okay.
So it floats up and then fires a negative plasma blast at the guy with the pointy stick. I can't read his name.
All right, Rick.
Rick.
Okay.
So negative plasma,
Okay. There you go. All right. That'll do it. Oh, he got a red, so it hits. How much damage does that do?
Incredible.
Incredible. All right. All right, so you hit him. You have 3 actions yourself.
Okay. I will take another swipe at skull belt buckle.
Okay.
With the null blade, and I will call karma on that as well, just in case.
All right. And your yellow to get it up to a red would be 86.
Okay, I'll go ahead and spend the 40-ish.
Ooh, all right. That will do nicely. So you hit her like dead in the chest with that, and pierces through the armor that's on her chest, and she slumps down to the ground. She is out.
Okay. And then I'll just kind of whirl around and take a swipe at Ross.
Mm-hmm.
In the same way.
37 to hit. That should hit, I think. Yep, that hits. And damage there.
Amazing.
Okay. Roll endurance for him. 44. All right, he got a green, but he is also out.
All right.
And you've got one more, right?
One more, yeah. So that's all of the wrestlers on that side, right?
That are close to you, yes. Now,
yeah.
You can, with your movement, I think you can still reach the grouping over here, or you could potentially, let me see here. Yeah, you could reach Talbot over there. So,
for sure.
now, you
an attack, or
you can, yeah, and if you're running in that direction, you can do a charging attack if you like, and that would actually give you in damage. So your endurance is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But you're covering 2 areas to get there.
Okay.
So that's going to increase your damage to monstrous.
Okay. And then I roll endurance for the hit?
You would roll endurance for the hit, yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
And why not? I'll call karma on that too.
Ooh, good thing.
Thank goodness.
But he is not evading, so as long as you get it up to the green, which would put you at a 31.
Okay.
You would do 75 points of damage, which is enough to take him down to 0.
Oh.
You just took out 3 dudes.
Lopes in the house.
Good job, Grand Poo Poo.
Oh man, that's gonna stick.
That's gonna stick. All right, so we go to Bet, fighting with Zapole. She's gonna take another swipe at him with her sword.
No, he's 20
Oh,
up.
that's right. He's 20 feet up. Yeah. Okay. So instead, she's going to take that 97
Oh god.
and grab the tree that's next to her and push it down and like shoving it into Zapole, which would do another 30 points of damage to him.
All right. He's getting down to it.
And we go to Ross, who's down. Uxária.
I have a little question nagging at me
Mhm.
that I'd like to use cosmic awareness on. Are the eyes that I sensed on us earlier these creatures that are coming for us now, or is there something beyond them that has been observing us?
Okay, go ahead. There is something else out there.
Okay.
One that has been observing the battle.
And can I reach McGee if I
Uh,
run right over?
Yep. You sure can.
Okay. I'm gonna head up then to McGee.
Mm-hmm.
Am I pronouncing that correctly? Is he
Uh,
Irish?
He's green, so he's got to be Irish.
All right.
Like,
I'm gonna take the vibrang and just blunt force up between his legs.
Ooh, okay.
With karma.
All right, 82 definitely hits. And since that's to the boys, I think he's going to have to roll an endurance just to see if he's stunned. And he's not stunned, but that certainly did some damage. How much does that do?
Oh. Remarkable.
Okay.
Should I roll that?
Nope. No need.
Sorry.
It's actually his turn. So you hit him right where it counts, and he and then headbutts you
Right on the noggin.
on the noggin. He missed. Jace.
I'm gonna go around the back of the ship,
Mm-hmm.
see if I can help out family over here.
Okay.
Something going on. When I get over, like say here, do I see people? Or I guess there's only the Irish dude in there.
Yeah, only the Irish guy.
How far do I need to get a shot? That's what I'll do is move over there and try to get a shot.
It's crowded. It really just kind of depends on how close you want to get. Probably the safest spot for you would be to come over in this direction right here.
Okay, so I'll go over there.
Mm-hmm.
And does that use one of my actions in this whole
Nope.
movement?
As long as you're within your range, you're all right.
All right, cool. So I will go ahead and try to shoot the one who hit the headbutt here, or tried to. And I'll do karma,
Okay.
which I
Ooh,
needed.
all right. That's on the good table. Take you to 46.
Okay, I'll do that to get the green. How much is that? I'm sorry, how much it cost?
You need to get it to 46.
Okay. I just want to note that real quick. Okay. And how much damage does it?
50 again.
All right, cool.
Yeah. And that takes him out. And do you have another action?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if you got anybody close enough that you could actually do anything to from the look of it.
I don't think so. I just come over here and
Although the range on that, I mean, if you wanted to, you could try to hit Bet over there, maybe.
sure, let's try. Let's just do the luck of the Irish and see what happens.
And -2 column shifts.
Oh. A karma then. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I even. Oh, I should have hit the other button, shouldn't I? Because I hit on the
Well,
good table.
that's all right. You got to get it up to 56 if you want to try to hit.
I don't know if I want to spend that much karma. So
All right, that's fine. So just spend your 10. That's all you got to do, and that's
All
a
right,
miss. All right, so now we're gonna go to Jen. She's down. Simpson is down. Clag.
Yes. Since she pulled that tree, is there a clear line of sight to where?
Yeah, you got a little bit of a better view at them now.
So can I take a jump at her?
Probably. You got a movement of about 15 squares, so let's just make sure. It's gonna be.
I got the old hyper leaping.
Oh yeah, how much does Hyperleap give you?
50 up, 60 across.
60 across. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit too far, but actually if you do a run first, which would be your movement, and then did the Hyperleap, you could probably get her. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I would like to try and get her with that.
All right, so you're going to roll, I think. Yeah, incredible. Oh no, wait. Okay. Yes, yeah. So you're going to roll on the incredible column, but you're going to potentially do monstrous damage.
All right, and I'll call the karma on this one.
Oh, look at that! All right, so you run across the area where the ship had kind of cut that swath through the forest, and right on the edge of the little crater there, take the leap and go flying into her. And roll her endurance. You send her flying back into the woods and out of sight.
Cool.
And
I did something!
Yay! And I think you have another action.
I'm just gonna hold it there for right now.
Okay. Larry. He's going to kind of reposition himself and come into about right here. And he carries around with him a nail gun. And he's just going to dunk, 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 just fill our fella that's fighting with Griffin full of nails. Got a 75 to hit. And does 30 points of damage with that. And follows up with a second shot. Oh, got a 1. And hits Griffin with it. 30 points of damage there.
All right, cool.
And he goes, sorry.
Fucking Larry.
Fucking Larry.
I will absorb 20 of that.
Okay.
And I suppose then I will take 10 of those.
Yeah. All right, and now I think we go to the guy that just got hit by Larry. He turns around and throws his spear at Larry and misses it. It just goes long. So Griffin, now it comes to you. Actually, before we do that, Clag, if you Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to just punch him in the back of the head.
Okay.
What am I rolling on for that?
I think that's just straight fighting.
Straight fighting?
Martial arts B.
Okay.
So 85 on incredible is still a yellow, and you didn't call karma, right?
Okay.
All right, so
No.
that definitely hits, and your strength is remarkable, so that does 30. That might just, yep, that's enough.
Nice.
And he is out. There we go. And I think that's the last of them, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So with karma and any individuals that are dying, there is a possibility that you would lose what karma you have in your regular fund, not your advancement fund, but anything that you have there. You can go over to somebody that is dying and pat them on the head and say, "You'll be okay," and roll a reason feat, and that will stabilize them, and then you will not lose karma. The only two that are potentially dying are McGee and Stern over in this area here.
I guess
Yeah.
I have to go check on him because I killed him. I kick him. You'll be okay. Yeah, kick him.
You'll be fine.
Rub
Yeah.
some,
Just make a reason feat.
Hey, karma on this too.
Sure.
Karma?
Yeah,
Huh?
that's good. That's all you need.
All right.
10 points will do.
Yep.
And then McGee here is the other one that's dying.
Yeah. I guess I'll try to save him. Oh, unless somebody else saves him first.
We can both. We can pat him on the head together if you want.
Yeah, I'm terrible. I rolled a 1, so I'm glad you're doing it.
Oh, goodness.
I'm like, oh, live. No, wait.
Easy, Jace. Easy.
All right, Uxária.
Ooh, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay. All right. Oh, I didn't see it. All right. Yeah. Okay. So that's cool. All right. So you guys are working on McGee, and then all of a sudden you become aware of another quick movement coming out of the woods, and it is another one of these things. It is huge, bigger than any of the other ones, and it just launches itself out of the woods at the pair of you, and then all of a sudden a swift movement comes out of the woods just as this thing is getting ready to land on top of you guys, and the head of this creature flies off. And you see in its wake as it tumbles towards like where kind of Thalia was, you see a muscular individual appear out of the woods right here with a large broadsword in hand. He's maybe about 5'7", so he's kind of short, but extremely stacked, muscular, long black hair, wears a long fur cape on his back, and he says, "These woods, not safe. You are good fighters, but not good enough to survive the night. Either come with me or die."
I vote going with him.
I'm going with him.
Even though he's over there, like, would I be able to even know that any of that's happening? Like, is this a post-combat, like, okay,
yeah, it's kind of
post.
post-combat. Yeah, you
Okay,
guys can kind of be coming back together. So yeah,
All right,
you're
cool.
probably close enough to hear him. Yeah.
What would he cut the head off of? Was it another one of the ring guys?
It was another one of those creatures. Yeah.
Okay.
I vote die. I don't know about the rest of you, but no, I'm kidding.
I mean, the joke's on him. He lost karma killing that guy.
Right?
I just say, I am prepared to meet death. Whether death is prepared for the great ordeal of meeting me is another matter.
And this barbarian looks in your direction, Griffin, and he chuckles a little bit. I like this one. You are like me, strong warrior.
Let's gather anything we might want to take with us, and
Yeah, let's get some food, especially.
I have much food and a safe camp, not far. But we cannot stay here for long. More of them will come.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm all for boogieing.
All right, so he leads you guys into the forest, and it takes probably about 25, 30 minutes to probably get to his camp. And I will pull you there right now. And
Question.
yes.
Since I was using Iron Will, and so like at this point, the damage would start to, kind of transfer from Iron Will back to like actual me. But since the walk is 25, 30 minutes, I'm assuming that I'm healing at where my biophysical control is, which is the 4 points per round.
Yep.
How long is a round? And is that enough time to basically heal up all of that damage that I took?
Yeah. You get 4 points per round. So I mean, you only took what, 10 points of damage?
Yeah, I mean plus the 40 that I had absorbed.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, but that's halved. I think when you reenact that, I think the Iron Will. Yeah, you take 1/2 the amount of damage that Iron Will had absorbed. So you took 40, so you take an extra 20. So, but yeah, you heal 4 points per round after that. So yeah,
the round is how long?
About 11 seconds.
Okay. Oh, got it. Okay, I heal fast.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Yeah. All right. So this barbarian takes you back to his camp, and he has fortified this camp with a bunch of like logs that kind of surround the perimeter, and he's got some smaller logs that he's kind of created for seating around this large campfire. And he kind of motions for you all to sit, and he kind of goes off up into the rocky area up in here where he's got some stuff kind of stashed, and he brings out what looks like kind of like a deer, but it's maybe more elk sized. And he brings it over and kind of puts it on a spit up over the fire, and kind of pierces it and begins to just kind of rotate it as you guys are kind of settling in. I saw your metal bird fall from the sky. You are space men, space family.
kind of, yeah, we're not really sure where we are. What place is this? What planet?
This is called, the planet is called Hyboria. You here, this wooded area is part of a territory called Stygia, the land of shadow and intrigue, where the sun burns cold and the sands whisper the secrets of the ages long past. It is a realm of ancient sorceries and forbidden rites, ruled by despots and sorcerers who wield power as easily as they draw breath.
What's up with the green people?
They are the people of the Green Hills. cursed spawn of a fallen giant, a blight on Hyboria. They are creatures of savagery and madness, born of blood and darkness, with appetites as insatiable as the grave. The legend speaks of their origin. They are twisted descendants of a great green giant, a behemoth that fell from the sky just as you did in ages past. They are said to be the product of unholy unions between this giant and the Amazonian women of the land. Their bloodlines tainted by a touch of whatever cosmic madness brought this giant to our planet. Their deeds mark them as true monsters. They are cannibals, and they feast on the flesh of their victims with ravenous hunger. Their war cries echo through the hills, a chilling I can't speak. Symphony of death and despair that strikes fear into the hearts of all that hear it.
You seem a lone warrior. Why?
I do my best work alone. I follow in the footsteps of a great man, a man named Cole.
Where are your people now?
They are scattered about. I'm Cimmerian. But I do not call Cimmeria home anymore. I'm a nomad of the land. I go where the land calls me.
Are all of your people warriors?
No, not all. But there are many warriors on Hyboria. But none like you. Well, not many like you. Some.
From other worlds, you mean?
It is rare. But I know of another that has a bird like yours.
Are they near here?
No, far. Far in the Southlands, where fire turns to ice. A place called the Savage Land.
What's your friend's name?
His name is Khazar.
Because we're looking for family here. I just don't know how to go about it.
Where is your family?
No idea. Just somewhere on this land. Somewhere on this planet. That's all we were told. Little help here, fam.
Did Pops give us a name?
Pops gave you a name of the planet that
Nathan.
Well, I gave you names of the other children, Nathan and Rachel, and then the
planet that they're on
called Krakoa.
Okay. Do you know of the planet Krakoa?
Krakoa. And he points up to the ring surrounding the planet. That was Krakoa, our moon.
Oh. That's not good.
It was our second moon, lost to us now in a blaze of fire and fury. It was a place of mystery and wonder, surrounded in the myths of legend. But 2 years passed, it was torn asunder by a great explosion in the sky, rending the heavens asunder and casting its shattered remnants upon Hyboria. The ring that now encircles our planet is all that remains of Krakoa. A stark reminder of the fragility of the excellence and the march of time. Yes, warrior.
Tell me, did any survivors fall from Krakoa and land on Hyboria?
I have heard stories. I have not seen or met any of the survivors of the moon. But it is said that some fell from the sky when the explosion took our moon from us.
If we wanted to search for any survivors, do you have any idea where we could look first?
I am to meet a companion, a woman named Sonia, in the fires of the south. Something has happened and the fires have turned cold. And I am traveling there to investigate. It is a long journey.
Could we travel with you?
I could show you the way, and along the way there would be many others that might have more information on the people that fell from the moon. But it is a dangerous land, but I watched you battle the children of the green. You are capable fighters.
Hold our own on the journey. It would make it worth your while. Not that you need our protection.
No, I do not need your protection. Perhaps you need mine. Well, eat, sleep, get some rest. Tomorrow we'll begin our journey south into the Blacklands. What are your names?
And Lopes.
Lopes.
Jace.
Griffin.
Flag.
Uxária.
Hi, Mr. Conan, sir. I'm Talia.
How did you know his name?
Oh, I thought he told us. Hi, I'm Talia.
I am Conan. Some call me a barbarian, but I am a destroyer. I will share the road with you and share stories along the way. But tonight we eat and we rest, for there is a long journey in front of us.
Thank you for your help and protection.
You can thank me later. And I think we'll call it for tonight. I'll give you some karma points for taking down the Children of the Green. You will receive, let me get my calculator out.
1 million.
$1 million. 280 karma points.
That's cha.
And for those of you that are Marvel fans, did you, out of the names of the Children of the Green, did you see anything that stood out?
I did not, but I can't remember what they were.
So they were all riffs on Hulk side characters. There was McGee, like Mr. McGee from the television show. You won't like me when I'm angry, Mr. McGee.
Yes.
Jen was Jennifer Walters, which was She-Hulk. There was Ross, R-A-S-S, but if we think about General Ross. So these were all the children of the Incredible Hulk.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So, as I said before, expect the unexpected. So, welcome to Hyboria.
Yay.
All right, so we're gonna take a journey across Hyboria over the next several sessions.
Awesome.
Right.
All right. Well, good night, everybody. It was good playing with you.
That's fun.
Thank you much.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody.
All
I'll
right.
see you guys in 2 weeks.
All right.
Hi.
Thanks,
All right.
everyone.
All right. See ya.
Hi, guys.